What's going on, y'all? Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. I'm here with Floyd Cashflow Diaz. Man, what hell of a dude, bro, because I've been watching this dude pop up on like all access with Mayweather and seeing him as a kid growing up. That's so dope, bro. And to seeing 3-0. How are you doing, man? First off, like, I appreciate you coming on my channel.
No problem, man. No problem. I'm doing great. The feeling of being 3-0 is it's even better, So I'm feeling real good, and I'm glad to be here for this interview.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
No
And
problem.
off, like, what made you, get into boxing?
See, I wasn't like forced into it, or was like, my dad was like, "Hey, let's go to the gym." You know what I mean? Um, One day, me and my dad were just chilling. I was around like 5.5, something like that, and then my dad asked, he said, I just need you to do a sport, just pick any sport. He started naming a whole bunch of sports: hockey, soccer, football, baseball, all that. And then when he said boxing, I immediately said boxing. Um, and at the time, I didn't know why, but apparently I used to watch, because memory's a little foggy from back then, but apparently I used to watch a lot of Floyd's fights. And every time because my dad was a big fan of Floyd.
Okay.
So every time fights would go on, I'd be there and watching, And that's why, I don't know, I just like the, the thought of being a boxer. And then we went to the gym. Well, I was actually like 5, I think. Went to the gym, and my dad took me to the Mayweather gym because he used to deliver around there. And we went in, and at the time it was only just full on adults. And we went to Roger. We saw Roger, and Roger at the time said I was too young, right? Because they had no kids at the time,
Yeah.
right? And I went back. He said, come back when he's a little bit older. I came back when I was like 6. And then I just started training, and I just caught on quick. And then that's when that HBO and All Access and all that started popping off.
That's so dope, bro. Shout out to, big, to Roger, man. One of the best trainers. That's insane. And, how was it, growing, like, coming up, basically, in the Mayweather boxing gym at that time?
I mean, it was great. I had so many fond memories with Roger. Roger was always a good dude. He was funny. You could always be around Roger, no matter what time of day. But besides Roger, the atmosphere was good. I liked it. You know what I mean? It was a lot of older people at the time, so I couldn't really like how do you say, like, relate with them, but I learned from them. And that's why I had an older mind at a younger age, because I was able to, all I had was, older people, so that's all I had to talk to. So it was a great experience, and I mean, not many people get to do that, especially in the way I did it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's not that it doesn't come that often.
No.
And what was like, what's your favorite moment so far, being in boxing?
Oh, being in boxing, I would say turning pro. Like, not like, well, obviously the initial moment of you signing and turning pro is, it's big, but it's being in the ring, it's different. It's different from amateurs, because I've fought quite a bit in amateurs. I had 210 fights. So I've been around in the amateur game, and I fought in all different levels. I fought in, in little club shows, and I fought in nationals, and I fought international. But I feel like just stepping in the ring as a professional boxer, 8 ounces, no headgear, just, I don't know, it's a different feeling, and it feels great.
That's dope. That's real dope. So when did you become, like, when did you start doing amateurs? What year was that?
So legally you're able to start amateurs at 8, right? I started at 8.5, right? Because I didn't start sparring until I was, I think, no, I was sparring earlier than that, but I didn't start really thinking about competing until, like, 8.5. And then that's when I started, 8.5, around there.
That's
And
dope.
then, yeah.
And you know, let's talk about your recent fight. How do you feel, like, how everything went, bro? I loved your outfit. I loved your outfit,
Yeah.
bro.
Thank you, thank you. I got to give props to my dad for that one too, because he has a special mind for all that. You know, he likes designing and doing all that. So I feel like it came out great and it looked awesome. But besides the outfit, I feel like I performed great. You know, I'm getting better as the fights go on. If you look at all my fights, I'm getting better and better and better. You know, as in pertaining to I'm not being so amateur no more because it's kind of hard to break a habit of you being amateur when you fought 210 fights. You know, so sometimes I'll have some flurries. You know what I mean? But it's still points. But you know, and this is pros now, so you want to learn to say your punches. You want to hurt the guy at the end of the day. You know, you want to get him out of there. Um, I was working more, you know, this camp was just me sitting on my punches, setting up shots. You know, one and a couple came through. You know, a couple of knockdowns weren't counted, but it's all right. But the first one was, and it came through. So I know I got the power for it. I'm just young, and I just have to, you know, keep working on it and get better and better. I'll start stopping these dudes soon enough.
For sure, bro. I know you will. I know you got that power
Yeah,
hands, man. And I know in that sense, I see you doing that, hitting the bag and everything on all access. I was like, damn, dude. And then
yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
and then years go by, and then I just got right back into all like checking up on boxing and everything like that, starting this channel and
Hmm.
interviewing all these fighters. And I was like, Cashflow Diaz. I was like, man, that sounds familiar, you know? And then I
Yeah,
start looking back, like a couple weeks ago, I start looking back at old all accesses that were like back in the day. I can't remember what fight it was though, but I remember when they introduced y'all on that all access.
when I first got introduced, I think the fight was dang, what was the fight? If I'm not mistaken. No, it wasn't Mosley. No, no, no. Was it? I think it was Mosley. I don't know. It was super long ago. I got to really look at that.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
really
so far back, and it felt like when Floyd fought, it was just like it felt like the fights just kept coming and coming and coming, and you just like lose track of. lose-
yeah. No, it was so much. Oh, it was because I remember when Floyd was like, "Tell Shane to stop taking them steroids." I remember it was a Shane Mosley one.
it was Shane.
Yeah, yeah, it was Shane.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what's next up for you, man? On this, are you have another fight coming the later this year, or
So that's what we're trying to do. I'm talking with my manager and and the team, and just we're trying to push me getting into a fight before the end of the year. You know, if not, it's fine. You know what I mean. But I'm really pushing for it, and I got a really cool entrance, a really cool walkout idea. Me and my pops. So I know it would do it up and make it look nice to end it to mark the end of the year. So I'm really hoping I can get another fight before the end of the year. If not, I'm always sharp. I'm always ready, so it don't matter.
yeah, like you fought twice this year, right? So far,
No, three.
times, 3 times.
Yeah.
I fought in
Wait.
the.
Yeah, yeah. I fought February, June, and then no October.
I thought you fought in the bubble for some reason.
I
Yeah.
did. I did. February 13th was the. It was actually the last bubble fight they had was the one I was in. That was under the. It was supposed to be that Vlasov guy. It was like the heavyweights or something. I think. Yeah, I think it's like heavy. I don't know. Something like middleweights, like
Hmm.
heavyweight, something like that. And then um, they one of them ended up catching them COVID. And they were the main event. So Richard Comey fought Jackson Marinas, and then that's the fight. That's the fight I was under.
Hell yeah, that's crazy, bro. And what's like your all-time goal in this boxing game?
All time goal.
Yeah, that you were like, that's what I need to do, and that's where I'm gonna be.
That's a good question. I think it would be my ultimate goal is honestly is to be undisputed. You know what I mean? Because obviously there's not that many of them. There's very far and very few. So I think being undisputed in a single weight class is like you nice, bro. You go fight. You know what I mean? Because you're taking all the belts. So I think that and just being a fighter that all the fans love to watch. that any fan, all the fans can enjoy it.
All the way, are we going out tonight? All the way, I'ma chug the bottle, chug it all the way. Made it this far, make it